Hello and welcome to another video where I show you some of my Blu-ray collection. And tonight we start off with this one, which is a Jennifer Aniston movie called Picture Perfect. Now this was made in 1997, I believe, and this is the USA DVD version, Region 1, which features on the cover, if you can just see over Jennifer Aniston's right shoulder there, you can just see the part of the World Trade Center sticking out. Now I've actually got the UK version of this as well, which has the same cover, apart from the fact that the World Trade Center has been removed from the UK version. I'll show you what I mean. Right, here's the UK version. And if we look at our right shoulder, there you go, the World Trade Center isn't there, it's been removed. Now I can only presume this is something to do with 9/11, why they've removed it from the UK version, because the UK version probably came out later on, so the American version is an older release, so they've removed it since 9/11 happened. Still a bit strange though, because it's just a building, and there's plenty of films with it still in and everything. In fact, I think it might be actually in this film somewhere. I forget now offhand, but it probably is in there somewhere. This UK version has an anamorphic widescreen transfer. In the American version only has a non-anamorphic widescreen transfer. But the problem is, even though the UK version has the anamorphic version, it doesn't look very good still, because the UK version is taken from an NTSC conversion, so it isn't true PAL quality. It isn't 625 lines of resolution. It's lower than that. See, that's what happens when they do these conversions from NTSC to PAL. You usually lose detail in the image. So sometimes if they're going to do that, the raw NTSC version is usually the better quality one. Even if the other ones, the UK version's like anamorphic widescreen, it doesn't make much difference. But this is a good movie. It's a good romantic comedy, and it's got Jay Moore. How can I say it? Jay Moore, I think he's called. He's a comedian as well as an actor, and he's pretty good in this film. But this was made, like I say, in 1997, so it's one of Jennifer Aniston's earlier films. Because she's still doing films now, isn't she? So the next one I have here is Who's That Girl? Starring Madonna and Griffin Dunne. Now this film was made in 1987, I think. I'm using my memory skills here. I think it was 1987. Probably says on the back somewhere, but it's probably in really small print. Yeah, 1987, I think I can just see that. And this is another good comedy film, but it absolutely got panned by the critics, and it was a box office flop. I would like to see this film released on Blu-ray, as well as Picture Perfect as well. I wouldn't mind seeing that on Blu-ray as well, especially considering the transfer isn't very good. But this is a nice colourful film, and it features this wild cat here called Murray, and it also features a performance by the late John Mills, one of his last films, if not the last film he made, I think. So this is a really good film in my opinion. I like it a lot. It's got its fan base, like it's got quite a following, I think. But it's good to see it on DVD, even though there's no Blu-ray available yet. I don't know if there ever will be, but you never know. Probably come out in America first on Blu-ray if there's going to be one. Next we have, excuse me. Next we have Trapped, starring Kevin Bacon and Charlize Theron. Now this is a suspense thriller. It's a good film in my opinion. I haven't watched this version since I bought it, but I have seen the film before, and it's a really good film, I would say. And Charlize Theron and Kevin Bacon both give good performances in the film. So I would recommend this if you like suspense thrillers, or you just like Kevin Bacon movies or Charlize Theron movies. It's well worth getting a hold of. So that's Trapped. Next up we have Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Now this is another film I like quite a bit, with Cassandra Peterson playing Elvira. Now this is supposed to be the UK version. Well, it is the UK version, but the strange thing about it is the fact that it's actually not PAL. It's not a PAL format DVD, it's actually NTSC. And it's not a conversion, it's actually proper NTSC. Which is strange because I've got two copies. I've got the American copy down there with a different cover on. The strange thing about it is, I bought this because it was the UK version and I thought it would be PAL. Hence I thought it would be a bit better quality. But it's the exact same quality as the American version because it's NTSC. Now I don't know why the UK version is NTSC. If anyone can tell us why that would be, or why this is the case, I would be very grateful if you could let us know, because I'm absolutely stumped. I've got no idea why this is. It's a very strange way of doing things, I would say. Now this is a good film about Elvira. She buys a mansion in a small town, and she's a witch, and she gets treated accordingly. The townsfolk don't take too kindly to her, and they basically want her out. But the film's got some over the top comedy moments in it, and Elvira's most famous for introducing horror films in America. I don't know if she still does that, but she probably does on some channel, but I don't know what channel she does it on, to be honest. But it's a good movie. Oops, there you dropped it. And it's very entertaining, and it's very colourful. The transfer is good on the DVD. It's very good actually for a DVD, I would say. Still can't get this on Blu-ray though, unfortunately. And here's a look at the American version. I don't know which covers you prefer. If you could let us know which cover you prefer between the two of them, I would be interested to know which one you like best. So that's Elvira, and there's the back cover. I'm using my new light for this, by the way, and I haven't got it on full power because since I'm doing this up close, holding the film's close in front of the camera, I don't need the light on full brightness. I don't think it's going to be a bit overpowering, shall we say. Now this next one is the Beethoven Trilogy. Now I actually bought this twice because I was supposed to get a lenticular cover, but I didn't. For some reason it actually was advertised for sale with a lenticular cover and it didn't have one, but I complained. And I think as far as I remember, they knocked a quid off it or something for the lack of the lenticular cover. But anyway, these are good films to watch. Beethoven films, good comedy films starring Charles Grodin. Charles Grodin I've always liked since I saw him in The Woman in Red with Gene Wilder. Yeah, these are good films. Obviously, if you haven't seen them, they're about a Saint Bernard dog who gets up to all sorts of adventures, causing mayhem wherever he goes, etc. And obviously you can see it's in a slimline case with 3 separate DVDs inside. So that's Beethoven, the trilogy. And next we have this one, which I did want to get on Blu-ray, but it's only available from America on Blu-ray, and it has a different cover. But I liked this cover, so I picked this up on DVD, and it wasn't very expensive, so I thought I'd get the DVD for now. But this film's a good film. It's not very well known, I would say. I think a lot of people probably haven't heard of this film, but it stars Sam Rockwell and Anna Kendrick and Tim Roth. He puts on a strange accent, like he puts on an American accent through most of this film, but he's actually meant to be doing a fake accent actually. But it's a good comedy thriller. It's got a lot of violence in it, quite a bit of violence. There's a good scene involving Anna Kendrick and Sam Rockwell throwing knives at each other and catching them in their bare hands. That was funny and interesting. Good scene that was. But it's a good movie. I recommend this one if you like both of these actors. It's well worth picking up. Next we have Accidental Hero, starring Dustin Hoffman and Andy Garcia and Gina Davis. This is also a good film in my opinion, about a guy who rescues some people off a plane that's just crashed, but his identity remains a mystery, and Andy Garcia pretends to be the guy. He comes forward and pretends to be the guy that rescued the people off the plane, but it isn't him, of course. It's Dustin Hoffman, but Dustin Hoffman doesn't want to have anything to do with the idea of that he was the guy that rescued the people off the plane. But it's a good comedy film, comedy drama, I would say. The transfer on this isn't the best, to be honest. It's one of these older Columbia TriStar releases. It is anamorphic, but it's not the best quality anamorphic, to be honest. But that's Accidental Hero. This next one is a ScoobyDoo one, which is it's a one-off episode featuring Scooby-Doo and Batman. I've actually got the full set of this somewhere. I think is that the one down there? I'm not sure. No, it's not that one, I don't think. But I haven't actually watched this one yet, so I can't tell you what it's like. But I've always liked Scooby-Doo. I thought it was interesting that he was with Batman and Robin in this one. So I will check that out at some point. So this is Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? The complete first and second seasons. And this is the UK version. These original ones are better than the new ones, I would say. The animation and artwork I prefer on the older ones, and the music. It's a lot better. But this is a fairly slim set, considering how many discs you get in the pack. I forget how many discs it's on actually, offhand. But it's on a few. So that's Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? The complete first and second seasons by Hanna-Barbera. Or is it Hanna-Barbera? I'm not sure which way you pronounce that. I think it's Barbera, but I'm not sure. Next up we have Kiss Gold, which features it's got two CDs and one DVD. I've always been a fan of Kiss, and it's got some of their best tracks on here, some of my favourite tracks. Well, some of them, not all of them are my favourites, but it's got if you can see some of them there. Oh yeah, I forgot it's got Kiss Exposed on this. It's well worth picking up for this, because this DVD is quite cheap, and it features, like I say, Kiss Exposed, which is a good DVD. If you've not seen it, it was made in 1987, and it features Kiss introducing a lot of the videos and then talking in between the videos, and it's supposed to be set at Kiss's house, but as everyone probably knows, Kiss don't all live in the same house, but they make it look like they do in this video. And there's like lots of girls in the house with them who are just sort of lying around on chairs and settees and stuff, half naked. They're supposed to be like, I don't know, like they're groupies or something, I'm not sure. They're something like that anyway. It's basically saying Kiss are just surrounded by gorgeous women all the time in the house and all that, you know. But it's good. It's got the, like I say, it's got the CD with it. Hang on, it says 2 CD and 1 DVD? Oh yeah, that's right. It is 2 CD. I'm getting mixed up there. But anyway, that's Kiss Gold. It's well worth picking up if you're a Kiss fan, because it's quite reasonably priced on Amazon if you want to get a hold of it. I forget exactly how much I paid for this one, but it wasn't too expensive. Next up we have a David Spade movie, which is really good, but it's hard to get a hold of now, called Lost and Found, and it also features Sophie Marceau. Now this is a good comedy film about David Spade and his dog. The dog goes missing, I think, and he has to try and find it. It's a while since I watched this, but it was a good film. And this is the Region 1 version, which is in a snapper case, cardboard snapper case, if you remember those. They've got quite a bit of nostalgia attached to them now because they don't make them anymore. So I don't think they're worth anything, but they're still good to have, you know. It's a sort of reminder of the way things used to be with DVDs. Well, at least some DVDs in the past. In the late 90s, I think they came out. 97, 98-ish. But they've, on the back there, they've tried to make David Spade look really small, standing next to Sophie Marceau. I'm sure he's not that small. I think he's in the background a bit. I'm not sure. But he does look, yeah, I think he is. He's way smaller than her there, like. He's not really that height. But I recommend this film if you're a David Spade fan. It's well worth searching out. I don't think you'll be disappointed. And this is in the days before he had his beard. So that's Lost and Found. Next we have Private Parts, starring Howard Stern. This is basically how he got into radio and stuff. It's like his life story practically. It's a really good film, like. It's got some really funny stuff in it. I've always enjoyed this film. Ever since I was at a friend's house and he had it on Laserdisc, and he used to show us scenes from it, and I used to be laughing my head off watching some of the scenes in the movie. And this is the UK version DVD. You still can't get this on Blu-ray either, to my knowledge. But at least this is a good anamorphic transfer. It's not too bad. It's pretty good actually. But that's Private Parts, starring Howard Stern when he had his long hair. I think his hair's a bit shorter now actually. Next is another Kiss one. This one isn't on very long. It's only on about, how long? 20 minutes, nearly half an hour, something like that. I was disappointed because it's only got 5 other videos on. I didn't know that before I bought it. It's got I Love It Loud, Lick It Up, Heaven's on Fire, Tears Are Falling, and Crazy Crazy Nights. And this is an NTSC, American Region 1 DVD. Still a good DVD, like, if you like Kiss, but it could have done with having more videos on, to be honest. Next up we have Gene Simmons Speaking in Tongues, which is basically Gene Simmons on stage giving a talk about how to sort of, he's basically giving you advice about how to be successful and stuff, how he became successful and everything. It's basically like a confidence boost thing to try and make you do better in life and stuff. I think that's what it's meant to be, but it's pretty good. This is region 1. Is it? No, it's not. Sorry. It's a UK version. Sorry. You can get it on region 1, but this is the UK version. I'm quite a big fan of Gene Simmons, even though he appears to be, I think he might be a Freemason, but it's not, the information about that isn't publicly made available. I think it's kept secret, but I've noticed a few things about him that kind of lead it in that direction, that he might be a Freemason. But anyway, that's Gene Simmons speaking in tongues, and that's the last one I'm going to do for the minute, because this video is coming in at around 21 minutes, and I think most people won't watch all of it, so I'll keep it fairly short. So I'd just like to thank you all very much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. But if you didn't, obviously give us a thumbs down, but if you did enjoy it, please give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you like me videos, and I shall see you on the next video. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll say bye for now. See you later.